G'day everyone and welcome back to another shell finding adventure. Yes, we are in Harvey Bay today and flip. There we go. I wasn't sure if that was going to be a good one because the back of that is so grey and boring, but the front side's lovely with that red and yellow. So yes, this is a flat side of a commercial scallop. Anyway, we are at Harvey Bay. The tide has gone out quite a bit. I'm quite late to the beach today because I was checking some other beaches down the coast which didn't have any shells. So you know what? You can always count on Harvey Bay though to have some beautiful seashells for us. That is the very first moon snail. Yes, and it is all whole. I wasn't sure if it was going to be missing that tip. There we go. It's a lovely bluish grey coloured sorted moon snail. We have a jingle. Hold on. Yes, there we go. We can see that lovely shine on it. I found a bunch of joined ones from here, a bit further up the coast at Burham Heads, but yeah, only ever found singular halves from here. Oh, he's nice. He's very nice. It looks a little bit old, I think. It's a Stranger's scallop, so named after someone with the surname Strange. But yeah, I usually don't find them with any, nice patterns on it, and different shades of colours, so it's just a very, very good find. That's a turkey wing. It's pretty nice on the top too. Like I saw the base and I thought, yep, got some nice red there. It's got some very nice maroon colours on top. This one is specifically the Indo-Pacific arc shell, but it looks like the turkey wings from Florida, so I guess you could call it that as well. Look at him. Yeah, nice and empty. The first bladder moon snail looks absolutely lovely. Maybe a bit chipped on that lip. I am very particular, very selective, because I have a lot of these now, and I usually take the ones with the super perfect lip, but I think this one's colours are just extra nice, so he can definitely come with us. That's a very small flat. Yeah, there we go. It is another flat half of a commercial scallop. At least I think it is. It's just a very small one. This one's got a lot of white on it. Usually they got a lot of red, but this one's just more white this time. Two goodies. The first is this one because he looked shiny on the base. Yes, he looks nice and shiny on the top too. He's got a pretty perfect lip. It is a yellow-coloured bladder moon snail. They can be yellow here or they can be like a grey-green colour with a white bottom on them. And secondly, we have this guy. Here's a nice joined pill arc. I usually bleach all that brown stuff off of them. The brown stuff is a periostracum. It actually helps the shell to grow the shell in the first place. A joined surf clam. Is it nasty? Ooh, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but in real life that looks completely clean and clear. Sometimes these are pretty fresh and there's still bits of the mollusk inside, which is pretty gross. Anyway, I will take this one. It's a lovely surf clam once again. They usually have a bluey purple hinge, but some of them, I would say maybe 10 or 20% can sometimes have a red hinge instead. I can already see that the whole lip is perfect on it. Yep, there we go. Yeah, he's actually very nice with all of his little colours. You can see where the water was mostly pooling in him. See that darker patch? That's where the shell material itself still has moisture. When he fully dries, he's going to be more like the colour of that patch right there, the lighter patch. Anyway, it is, again, another bladder moon snail. Another sorted moon snail this time. Yeah, he's got a big predator drill hole, so something ate him. It was either another moon snail or a murex or something else. It's a snail-eat-snail world out there. Anyway, this one is a lovely pinkish maroon coloured sorted moon snail. It's very black. Very, very black. Yeah, empty as well. I mean, they're all generally empty when I find them up here on the sand. It is a very black coloured bladder moon snail. So I think something in the sand just loses oxygen and it turns the shells black when they sit in it or form in it as well. So yeah, a lot of the shells turn some very strange colours around here. Ooh, that breeze just picked up. It feels very nice on a warm day like today. I've got for myself a lovely fingernail clam right here. It's like a little bivalve and it usually sticks down in the sand just under the water line. And the mollusk inside of there would, feed on things on the tide. So yeah, that's how this one works. And yes, I will collect this one from right next to it. It's a little conical moon snail. Yes, there are some remnant little piles of shells here. I have for myself a... Ooh, I almost didn't spot that again after it landed because it's the same colour as the sand. Another bladder moon snail. Maybe I want this guy as well. Yes, he is a spotted strawberry top shell, but he has turned black from the black sand around here. And another top shell. Yes, we will take him. I know there's like a lot of like little colourful surf clams and stuff around here. I'm not very interested in them. I do like the sweet swirly seashells a bit more. This one is a blackish margarite, a type of toothed top shell. That one's got some nice colours. And there's just a little conical moon snail stuck inside of him. This one is a Haynes turban. Reveal yourself. Oh my goodness. My goodness, he has got some like nice like yellowy kind of tones through him. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it enough, but the little moon snails here have an actual honest to goodness point on their point. Like their points are pointy. I've never found like fresh moon snails anywhere else that are, you know, this pointy except for maybe at Yeppoon. Anyway, it's another beautiful bladder moon snail. A big sweet swirly yellow one. Yes, it is empty. There we go. Yet another bladder moon snail. I don't know, I really wanted bladder moon snails today. It's why I'm walking on this side of the beach instead of going to the mangroves. I feel like I didn't find enough of these on my last trip up here. I've been picking up some minis because I always think to myself, yep, a handful of minis will bring me good luck. I've spotted this guy along the mini path. Oh, he is whole on top sometimes. They just kind of like come to a rest where a giant gaping hole is, so they just kind of like look good only on one side. Anyway, I'm rambling. It's beautiful and white with like a nice, you know, bit of peachy colour on it right there as well. It is a very nice jewelled dog whelk. It is a type of nutmeg shell. I am very hopeful that this is beautiful. Ooh, I thought it was going to be more colourful on top, but yeah, it's a nice maroony pink colour. It doesn't look too damaged. I was a bit worried after looking at it on the back. Oh no, I guess it looks fine on the back. I'm just rambling. It's a very nice and large flat side of a commercial scallop. I think he is the largest sorted moon snail so far. My God, that is a very nice colour on him. Hold on, can I like get some more of the sand off? Yeah, like I noticed that lovely red base, always red around that opening. It's how you know they're a sorted moon snail. But this one's just got some nice like yellowish tones through him. Beautiful swirl. Okay, yep, I'm picking up a lot of these today, I can already tell. It's another stranger's scallop like I picked up earlier, except this one has been sitting, or it grew, in very black sand somewhere out on the mud flats. Because this is all black and these shells typically are never black by, you know, nature unless nature turns them that way externally. Anyway, very, very cool. It looks like it's in very nice condition otherwise. What? It's hard. What is this? Oh, it's a... Wait, what is it? I thought it was like the back of a spondylus. I think it is... I have no idea what this is, everyone. Like, is this a spondylus? Is this a jingle? Is this an oyster? I don't know. Is it a whole shell even? I think it's a whole shell because the rim, like the dark part of the rim goes all the way around, so it doesn't look like it's worn away. Anyway, it's very interesting is all I can say about it. There is a shrewd top shell over here. It wasn't what initially caught my eye, but yeah, might have a little look at him. Yeah, I think he's pretty cool. We'll drop him in the bucket. Actually, what caught my eye was this one on the stone. Can I, like, remove it from the stone? Hold on, let me shake out some of that sand. Yeah, it is a joined, beautiful jewel box, but it just looks like extra vibrant, extra frilly, kind of nice. I don't know if I can like take it off the stone. I don't really want a stone, everyone. That's just who I am. I want the shells and not the stones. Anyway, it's just a super nice shell. So, yes, there we go. Mission success. It is mine. I'm sorry if you like the stone, everyone. I just generally prefer the shell this way. I think that's an empty barnacle. But anyway, I have for myself a lovely, beautiful joined jewel box. This one isn't a terribly common shell, so I'm going to take it. Hold on. Yeah, he's got some very nice orange, kind of closer to his point. This one is a half cockle. The colour on this one looks very nice. I'm wondering if it's just very nice because it's very wet or if it will like dry looking very nice as well. Here we go. Wait, wash it out. Yes, that's a bit better. I think I've got for myself an orange cockle. Oh, big. Are you whole one? He is whole on on the bottom too. Look at that guy. Yeah, got his little hinge points down there. I believe someone told me they were called orlicles, and then I researched it, and they are in fact called orlicles. So thank you to whoever told me that originally. It is quite a large curved half of a commercial scallop. It is beautiful on the backside as well. I haven't seen any of these today. This is like literally the first curved half I've seen after finding so many on my last trip. So yeah, that's just like very, very pretty. The opening looks like a calf moon snail. Yeah, it is a calf moon snail. Actually, I'm very surprised because usually these guys fade and get discolored very quickly, but this one feels nice. Like when a shell is a bit calcified, they feel a bit chalky, but this one still feels pretty good. Anyway, it's a calf moon snail. They pop up here from time to time, but they're definitely the one of the least common moon snails to see here. Another calf moon snail. Yeah, he's got some very interesting colours as well, and he feels pretty good. I mean, I know I said that they're one of the least common moon snails, but you do see, plenty of them because there are just that many shells on the beach to look over. Well, that spotted strawberry has all of its colour. It's not black like the first one I picked up. Yep, got some very, very lovely colours and patterns on him. I can see that one has the tip and pretty patterns. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yes, it is nice. I feel like I haven't found... Oh no, I found a nice Campbell's Strombus not that long ago. But anyway, this is a very nice, fresh, juvenile one because it's juvenile because it hasn't grown its fully thick lip there like conch shells usually have. It's a nice looking scaly scallop, mostly because it's nice and red. It's got some nice little scales on it as well. I must say, I'm finding a lot more down at the shore here than up at the dry rack lines. I was starting to think that the beach felt kind of empty. I mean, just don't look at my full bucket, everyone. I may be a bit spoiled. Oh, it's not attached to its other side, but is this side all whole? It is all whole. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that to be a whole side right there. Sorry, this one's all whole. It's been eaten by something, so maybe it's just, not all whole because it's got a hole in it. Oh my goodness, why is whole and whole the same thing? Anyway, it is an orange leaf tellin. You are just a tripping hazard, aren't you? Oh, hello. Hold on, let me just wash you out. That looks a bit different than a juvenile Campbell's Strombus. I think it might be the other type of conch shell that we can get from here. Yeah, look at him. So if you look at his little swirls, yeah, he is very nice. I've never found one of these with patterns before. See how it's kind of I don't know, more longer and more bubbly looking around the swirl, it's more rounded. I think that means that this one is a juvenile vitate conch. Again, it's missing its conch flare that happens on the end of those lips there, but yeah, super cool. I've never found a nice one of these. You are the first Murex today. Oh, he is nice and frilly. I mean, when I say first, there might have been a very old one that I just didn't bother picking up some amount of time ago. Anyway, this one is a very nice, scary Murex. You can also call this one the Territory Murex. Oh my goodness, no joke. These two are right next to each other and they've got perfect lips. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, everyone, that is very nice with that super dark swirl right there. Yellow tone. I always love the grey-green guys with some yellow tones on them because it's kind of blurs the edge between the yellow variety and the grey-green variety. This guy's also got a bit of a healed break right there, like a bit of a scar, but his lip grew out nice and perfect afterwards. Let's look at his friend over here. He's a bit bigger. Oh, he's very nice as well. Hold on. Full of sand, obviously, but yeah, that one's got some very stunning colours running through him. Oh my goodness. I wasn't getting super lucky on the rack lines. I was actually thinking about, going to another beach and, just going to another beach and, making a big episode of it, a big day of it. But yeah, super nice to find some kind of almost last-minute moon snails. So as I was saying, the theme of the day, for me anyway, has been beach after beach after beach after beach after beach. This is the 5th beach for me today, because the first 4 just didn't have any shells. But anyway, I kind of feel like continuing this theme, and usually I would do separate episodes, but I kind of just want to roll with it. I don't want to have to stop and do a shell display. So you know what? Let's just see if I can visit 2 or maybe even 3 shell beaches today. And if you do want to see the first 4 beaches, I'll just add a little minute at the end of this one if you want to see the scenery there. But yeah, let's just kind of keep hopping up the coast. Well, we're at the next beach, but this is just why I don't come here anymore. The first time I was here, there was just a very dense line of shells at the shore where all the trees were, or are. And since coming back several times over the past 12 months, these lines have just been getting less and less. I mean, I guess there are a few things there is a Haynes turban over here. Yeah, there's a bladder moon snail with something gross growing in it. I'm not going to take that one. And there's a few other bits and pieces. That looks like a Campbell's strumpus that's very old. But yeah, this beach is just generally, I mean, it's not always bad, but it seems like every time I go, there's never much here anymore. I mean, there's just nothing. Like, where did all the shells go? It's really only like this part with all the trees that I've noticed has shells. I never actually look further up the beach, but there's just like, there's nothing here. Why would there be anything up there? I'm not sure, but we're going on to Burham Heads. Oh, I thought there was absolutely zero worthy shells at this beach. Suddenly there's one of these delicate nuggets. There's no way I keep this intact, guys. It is like thinner than an eggshell. This one was it's a type of heart urchin. I forget which one specifically, or maybe it just doesn't have a common name, but yes, the inside is completely hollow. The shell itself is like tissue paper thin, but yeah, super cool. Oh my goodness, just absolutely lovely with that, you know, fantastically like deep inset petaloid pattern on top. And we're at the next beach, the beach that actually has shells. Out of 7 beaches, only 2 have shells. That's just how it is sometimes. Anyway, we've got ourselves a fairly regular occurrence at this beach. It's a beautiful joined propeller arc shell, and it's even got a goodie on the side. It's another beautiful jewel box. And you know, this one is actually like, its name is actually the beautiful jewel box. That's why I'm calling that one, you know, that name. Okay, these things are still hanging around. Oh, he got crusty bits on him. It is a hammer oyster. I must have found, I don't know, 7 or 8. And that was just the ones that I picked up last time I was here as well. Super cool oysters. Obviously, they look like a hammer. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to collect a few more of them today too, I think. Are you intact? You are intact. Hello, good sir. I've seen 2 urchins so far with spines on the high rack line up there, but I don't want the ones with gross bits on the inside. I just want the cleaned by nature ones. This one is a short spined urchin, but obviously it's been cleaned by nature and he doesn't have any spines anymore. He just feels nice. Another joined propeller arc shell. Here we go. I noticed that the joined ones that I do find are nice and, you know, small sized like this. I would call this one a small size. They can maybe get twice as big, but I don't think I find the really large ones from here. The base of this one looks even better than that first one I picked up. And yes, he is super lovely on the top as well. Let me just like pop out that sand. There we go. Another lovely cleaned by nature short spined sea urchin. Well, the sun came out. Yes. There we go, another propeller arc shell. I think you guys can just assume that I'll probably stuff a couple of these into my bucket without you. Bucket of chaos. Oh no, he's got a hole in him, but look, he is a deformed freak urchin. He's also cleaned by nature, which is very nice. I've been calling these guys the same as the green ones, the short-spined urchins. Honestly, I think there's something different. I just can't find the name for them. Oh, what a shame about his little hole. I'm going to keep him anyway because I don't think I've got any other deformed urchins. I'm pretty sure this is a first for me. I gotta say, there's really not much at the beach here as well. That nice lady up there said that a lot of this sand is covering the shells this time. So anyway, who knows when the next amount of shells will wash up. Also, she maybe said that there might be some big sea urchins in her sea urchin stash up there for me, so we're going to have our fingers crossed for that as well. And also, no, we're not going to an 8th beach up there because that is Woodgate, and I actually did go there before. I went there on the way back down from Yeppoon a couple of months ago, and there is nothing there. It's a big beach, but it's kind of tragically empty. Well, speaking of not finding any joined bivalves, I think I found the first joined bivalve. Here we go. It is an elongate mussel shell. I remember the first time I was here, oh gosh, like last October, found quite a lot of these, but since then only finding a few of them. Okay, maybe that wasn't the first joined bivalve because I have been seeing a few joined ones of these as well, but I mean, they've been a bit cracked and a bit chipped. I don't know whether or not to take this one. Its edge is perfect, but its point at the tippy top there is just a little bit off. Am I getting too picky? I mean, you got to be selective after a while. Anyway, this one should be the comb-like razor clam. It is a type of pen shell. I have no idea what possessed me to just like come up to this top rack line for a section. Look at this guy. It's the same as what I found earlier at the last beach, like the one good shell or only shell that I found. It's another one of those heart urchins, but this one still has all of his his little furry spines. So these spines don't hurt. They feel like fur, as opposed to the other urchins whose spines are like jabby, hurty, stabby. Anyway, yeah. Oh. 2. There's another one. 3. I was just about to say, like, I'll keep an eye out for these on the walk back, because it looks like they're on the high rack line. Oh, everybody, there's a small little one here. I have found these before. I never actually cleaned them. They're still sitting in the garage decomposing and probably all, gone to dust by now. Oh, and there's another one. Oh, he's a bigger one. Everyone, I'm suddenly an extremely happy girl. Look at these things. I gotta collect up as many of these as possible because I think the breakage rate for these is like 9 out of 10. So I need like plenty of extras for when when most of mine inevitably go kaput. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to get out my little shell bag and start collecting these furry little white nuggets. Guys, there must be hundreds of them buried here. Oops. And this one's also broken. Yeah, it's got a big break in the side. I think if they've still got some of their fur, then they're pretty structurally sound. Also, I did pick up another nice urchin that's been cleaned by nature. I originally planned to only spend like an hour here because, the day's getting on after 7 beaches, but I might be here a bit longer just to collect up a bunch of these guys off camera. Oh, I just got this guy from down there. He's definitely the biggest one so far. These guys generally don't grow very large, but yeah, just, I don't know, super duper cool. I must have about 20 of them in there already. Most of them much smaller, but yes, the collection is growing. They're just everywhere here. Is that another big one? No, that's a cockle shell. Anyway, don't mind me, everyone. Okay, yep, it's officially urchin day. Here's another nice one. Let me just tap out that sand extra vigorously. Yes, extra nice on the inside too. He's coming with us. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's like heart-shaped or maybe just a bit chipped up there. It is the first joined jingle today. Oh, I'm sorry. I barely touched that, everyone. I barely held that in my hands to do that. Anyway, it's still good. Yep, still collecting the little heart urchins. So that's why I'm at the high and dry rack line. I didn't think one of these would be up here. I didn't think I'd find any more of them. Last time was just a fluke because of all the extreme wind we had that time. It is a beautiful joined circular tapestry clam. That's the name of it. Absolutely lovely as well. This one actually looks like it's got a design that's different on both sides, slightly different. They're supposed to be more same. I'm not sure. I might be seeing things. Anyway, yeah, that's a super cool find. I'm super excited for that one. I stopped and dropped my bucket. I just saw it and I was like, and then I had to get out of the wind, obviously, because, filming things. So I saw this guy and I'm like, maybe I'll check him. He might not have too many spines. I'm like, oh, that one looks good. That one might be cleaned by nature. I'll check that one in a bit because did you think it was greenery too, everyone? Even if it's not cleaned by nature, I'm taking it because it does have its teeth in the base. Did I I'm glad I didn't smash that on that soft bit of wood there. It is a very, very nicely sized, excuse me, a very nicely sized short spine sea urchin. And when I say nicely spined, I mean they don't get much bigger than that. Oh my good golly goodness, Batman. Can I shake out the stinky stuff? Yeah, that is, it does have an odor. It is a not pleasant odor. But that's besides the point. Oh, he's super cool. Oh my goodness. So, for this one, I really don't have a good way to clean urchins. People have told me in the end I'm just going to use some of that Oxy laundry liquid and that kind of cleans out all the gross stuff inside, except they do smell a bit fishy afterwards. There we go, a stick and a bit of determination, and it was no match for me. And I forgot I was going to also check out this one. Are you cleaned by nature? Oh, he's very spiny. He's very spiny. You know what? I think that one's good enough. The spines come off fairly easy. They don't feel super hurty. Yeah, they don't usually brush off this easy, guys. So this is really seconds away from being cleaned by nature. It was just helped along. So yeah, 2 lovely urchins for me to take now. Oh, this one is quite big too. This is the second biggest one. Once again, a little stick, and I think that one is also good to take. Let me get him into the sun. Yeah, got some beautiful purples on him to go with that green, just a bit taller than the other green ones. I think this one's like literally, again, seconds away from being like clean and perfect to take. I mean, it is, good to take. Yeah, there we go. Literally just tapped the teeth with a stick and they came right out. So that one is like absolutely beautiful and wonderful. Another joined one? Yes, it is joined. How long will it stay joined? I have no idea. So I didn't think I mentioned it, but yeah, last time I was here, I specifically, for the first time ever, found these joined jingles. And yes, all of them have that little hole right there. I think that's where they attach to out on the reefs or wherever they live. But anyway, the joint is probably very dry. It will probably detach, but you know what? It's just nice to have both halves of one of those things. What is that? This is a new shell, everyone. Oh my goodness, I might just get this out into the sunlight. It's like tissue paper thin. Hold on, it's like beautiful. Yeah, here we go. I think it's a bit damaged there, but I also think it's a seashell. But I have no idea which one. Is that like a fingernail clam of some kind? It's not like a limpet, because limpets only have one half. They're not a bivalve. Is it, you know what, I'm lost for words. I have no idea what that is. It is like completely bizarre to me. Also, I'm not sure if it's sand or goopy stuff in there, but I'm going to take it anyway because that is like really, really impressively interesting. I'm usually not here for this. Look at that, the tide's coming back up. I'm usually gone by now. Anyway, I just spotted a nice moon snail. Yeah, on a beach that doesn't really have that many moon snails. It's a conical moon snail. It's got a very nice light color. I think it might have been like chilling out in the sun for a while. Still very cool. I definitely didn't find one this large at the last beach, or the last beach. Beaches, everyone. Look at this guy in the dune. Oh, I was hoping he would be a joined one because I found joined ones here for the first time ever last time as well. Wow, that side has definitely been in the sun because that side looks much, much darker. I believe this one's name was something like the finely patterned Venus. If I'm remembering that correctly. It's hard to remember all the names, especially of bivalves. It's absolutely lovely though. Yes, this is why you should always glance down at the other rack lines occasionally. Oh, yes. It is another circular tapestry clam. This one I can see looks a little bit jagged on some of its edges, but wow, I really like those two red arrow patterns on this one. Usually they're not so like solid and concentrated in one area like that, and it's still joined for however long that will be. So yeah, super cool. This was like a good idea to come to Barham Heads today. Well, that one's very pretty. Yeah. Once again, this one's got a bit of damage on one of those points as well. I do believe that this one is different than the one I picked up earlier, which was the comb-like razor clam. This one's another pen shell, same as the comb-like razor clam, but because of all these scales, it's the prickly pen shell, I think. There is just a small chance, everyone, just a teeny tiny small chance that I am a little bit spoiled. I got the stash from that nice lady. Oh my goodness. I actually met up with her and she gave me more. There's a lot of big urchins here, everyone. Oh my God. I just noticed that, like, I'm on the walk back. The water is rushing up to greet me. My God. That's another new shell, everyone. It's also like, it doesn't look all whole, but I think it is. I think this is just how it is. It is slightly transparent, very, very thin. Is it a bubble shell? I think it's some kind of either wacky bubble shell or wacky sand snail. That is definitely a gastropod thing though, because he's sweet and swirly. You know, the gastropods are the sweet and swirly boys. Now don't forget, I will be showing a few little scenes of the first 4 beaches that I visited in just a moment. But for now, here are the shell finds for Harvey Bay and Barham Heads. And if you've enjoyed them all, please hit that like button for me and subscribe if you want to see more shelling adventures. My goodness, everyone. Obviously, I found urchins. I found moon snails. I found scallop flats, a few scallop curved halves. I found pen shells, a couple I picked up off camera while I was chatting to that lovely lady who gave me the big urchins. I did leave the big urchins at home. I just wanted to focus on the ones that I found. I found some Venus shells, some clam shells, some heart urchins, propeller arc shells, mussel shells, and an assortment of other things. Oh my good golly goodness. And of course, it's time to talk about a favorite now. So if you do have a favorite as well, please let me know down in the comments. Oh my goodness, guys, like where do I even start with this? Do I give special mentions or I don't know, there's a lot of shells I like today. Maybe they're all special mentions, maybe they're all favorites. I really like this mystery shell. I think I did damage it a bit in my bag. Still very, very lovely. I am convinced that it is a shell and I am convinced that it might need a bit of a clean out. You know what? Oh, that's how I damaged it in my bag. I do want to give a special mention to that little bubble shell I found at the end of the day. That one was tragically crushed in my bag. I have no excuses. I just forgot to take it out and then I just used the bag next time and it got crushed in the bag because I wasn't careful because I forgot it was in there. I'm also going to give special mention probably to this nice circular tapestry clam. A little bit jagged on one edge, but oh my goodness, I like that a lot. Oh, special mention to this guy stuck in the dune. He was very nice. The finely patterned Venus, I'm not even sure if that's correct. Some of these names, I just get them off of my museum network site, so it's whatever they think it is. Oh my goodness, I want to point this one out again. Never really did figure out what this one is. Some very odd oyster of some kind. I do believe it is a whole oyster once again because of all that color around the rim. It's just kind of very indicative that that was the whole of its edge there. So that is the whole shell or one side of the shell. Very interesting. Only found one not gross and disgusting hammer oyster. He's extremely cool as well. Maybe I'll give him a special mention. Everything's special mentions today or favorites. You know what? Oh my goodness, I like these guys. The one that I got from the second beach, I think I left it in the car. It was a bit bigger than this, but yeah, super cool little hard urchins. About half of them cracked just by, being old and dried out. Bit of a shame, but anyway. Oh my goodness. Okay, favorites before I start rambling on for even longer. First favorite is going to go to the lovely moon snail I found at the shore. He has dried out considerably. That dark part of the swirl in there is where he is still a little bit wet in his shell material, but the rest of him is an absolutely lovely array of different yellows and grays and blues. It's very, very beautiful moon snail. Very nice size. Probably approaching maximum size for those ones. I really like this guy at the back here, the subadult vitate conch. It's the first vitate conch I've ever found that has markings on it. I usually find them very old and without markings. So yeah, that's a super cool one. Oh my goodness, this is going on for quite a while, so I will just pick one more, and it is obviously this guy. Oh my goodness, I did start cleaning him out. He is not perfect in there. I do believe it's the one that I picked up instead of the one that I got from the lady because I took out the teeth inside there and I can see where I've damaged the little points on the inside where the teeth would have attached to. Anyway, his color was a lot more like these ones because I was cleaning him and I left him out to dry. And then there was like crusty bits because it was a bit windy and dusty. So I washed him off again and he turned this lovely green color again. So yeah, if you got an urchin, it might, improve the color if you just put mineral oil on it after you clean it. But anyway, that one is my favorite for the day. Well, this just goes to show it. Not every beach in Australia has seashells, and I should have taken the signs more seriously at the access, saying, beach erosion. There is almost no beach left. There's also no seashells here either. So, hopefully we have better luck in the next two places. I think the next two places are literally there and there, and over there. That's Fraser Island. I can't get out over there. I need a four-wheel drive. My little beast can't handle it. Okay, the next beach up the coast also doesn't look promising for shells. It looks like there's rocks on the shore to help prevent erosion. The beach is definitely here. It's not like the one at the last place. The last place I think was called Tinnanbar. Oh, this is actually quite pretty here. I don't see any rackline of shells though. I believe this one was called Punna Beach. To be honest, I didn't really have a good hope that there would be seashells here. I'm not even wearing my shelling hat. I'm wearing the lucky hat, I guess, but obviously this beach wasn't very lucky with seashells. But it is quite beautiful here. I can understand why this might be a spot that'd be nice for the family. Although it's very quiet. I think there's maybe 100 houses here, maybe 200. In the last place down the road, there was maybe 50 houses there. There was not very many people. So yeah, absolutely beautiful and quiet little seaside towns, if you could even call them a town. I think there are a town. Anyway, and this is the northernmost tip of Bunuru. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. It's got about 6 different pronunciations that I could think of. Anyway, this is definitely not a shell beach. I've only got one more to try and then we're off to Harvey Bay. And it's the last beach for this, you know, it was a nice journey. It's all about making the most of a beautiful day, isn't it? But yes, I can already see that this beach, while there is more beach here and it is like a nicer color, it's not mud. I can already see that there are no seashells on the shore, and I don't really want to walk out there. It doesn't look like there's much out there. It starts to look pretty muddy. So yeah, once again, an absolutely beautiful place. Yeah, that's where I came from, kind of over that point over there at Bunaroo. And yeah, once again, Fraser Island there. Once again, down there is Puna, and beyond that again is where I started at Tinnanbar. But yeah, nothing here except a beautiful place to spend a day, or, you know, take your boat out or something, but definitely not a place for the seashells. I mean, it's more like there's like pockets of beaches with shells, so I guess it's the same everywhere, not just Australia. And now finally, after wasting an hour, I'm going to go to Harvey Bay, which will take another hour. So a bit of a fruitless morning, but the pursuit of knowledge is more than worth it. So now I know I don't actually have to come back to these places ever again. They are beautiful though, so if you ever want to go to Tinnanbar, Puna, or Bunaroo, they're very nice little towns. They don't have a lot in them, but they're very nice little towns. Now let's go and find some actual beautiful seashells. And that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.